Welcome to Leader Lifestyle Hub. As we have set the target of completing 200 book summaries in the entire year, here comes the new book summary 133. And the name of the book that we have today is Waking Up, written by Sam Harris. Let us see the top 3 lessons under the target audience of this book without any delay. Let's get started. So here comes the title of the book, Waking Up, written by Sam Harris. Let us see the few information about the Sam Harris. Samuel Benjamin Harris is an American philosopher, neuroscientist, author, and podcast host. His work touches on a range of topics, including nationality, religion, ethics, free will, neuroscience, meditation, psychedelics, philosophy of mind, politics, terrorism, and artificial intelligence, which is the burning topic running right now. So he born in the 1967 and he's an American philosopher. Let us see a few of them. He already covered about ChatGPT, all the other things. Let us see what does this author saying us in the book name called Waking Up. Let us see the target audience first. The 30-year-old person who feels stuck in the mundane and wants to learn how to live more meaningfully. The second category is the 45-year-old person who feels like they have accomplished their life goals and wants to elevate their spiritual side. And the 37-year-old who wants to explore the religious and spiritual side of the things from a neutral perspective rather than being judgmental. Let us see the small synopsis of this book. Waking Up is a guide to mindfulness, spirituality, meditation, and understanding religion, what is meant by religion, analyzing these topics from a neutral point of view, not being judgmental, to create a bridge between the atheists and the believer. There are two types of people in this world. One are atheists who does not believe the higher power or universe or God. And the other side of the coin, the believers who worship, who believes there is a higher power, supreme power, universe, God, and whatever it is they believe. All while explaining a series of core aspects regarding the spirituality and how the mind works. Let us hear from the Sam Harris himself. I know of no society in the human history that ever suffered because its people became too desirous of evidence in support of their core beliefs. Let me repeat the statement again. I know of no society in human history that ever suffered because its people became too desirous of evidence in support of their core beliefs. According to this book, 20% of Americans consider themselves as spiritual but not religious. If you find yourself going back and forth and often crossing the lines between these two concepts, one is spirituality and the religious. Waking Up, written by Sam Harris, is definitely the book for you. Even if you don't really know where you stand, the piece of writing can shed some light on spirituality and religion altogether. The author, who is a renowned neuroscientist and philosopher, took on a quest to elucidate the science behind both concepts. Truth be told, to let us say the truth, he did manage to narrow the gap between the religion, spirituality, and atheism, or at least piss off all the parties in the process. The book does not necessarily try to persuade readers into believing in a certain religion, nor dismiss God separately, completely. So it is not promoting any religion. It is not abiding, means against the dismissing God. It does shed some light on our inner cravings for spirituality as humans. The book also tells us how can we get in touch with our spiritual side in a rational way. Waking up is a go-to guide for everyone looking to start their spiritual development journey and become more grounded and connected with their mind, body, and spirit. While this book covers subjects like spirituality, meditation, acceptance, religion, it does not try to coerce in its readers into accepting certain philosophies as the universal truths about life. Frankly, this is a must read. This is a must read for everyone who wants to take their mind to next level of their journey and live life more meaningfully. That is why living life is more important in the spirituality or religion while working on their well-being. Let us see the top 3 lessons from this book. Below are my 3 favorite lessons from the book. Mindfulness comes through meditation and accepting spirituality as part of your life. Like, how do you brush, how do you bath, how do you eat, how do you work, how do you sleep, how do you manage your daily activities? In the same way, meditation or spirituality has to be the part of your daily life. The second important lesson from this book is to grow spirituality or to grow spiritually, you must overcome your conventional self. You must overcome your conventional self. And the third powerful lesson that we can take from here is deal with pain and negative events by acknowledging them and actively looking for solutions. Sometimes your life will be going ups and sometimes your life might be going downs. It is a part of life, everyone's life going ups and downs. If you remember ECG in the medical hospital, you will see that if there is an up and down, then only the human being is alive. In the same way, you need to deal with the peak moments and you need to deal with the weak moments. If these lessons does not make much sense now, stick with me. I will explore each and every lesson in detail and reveal some remarkable ideas. Lesson number 1. Practicing mindfulness can enhance your spirituality. Being a spiritual person does not necessarily imply that you are religious. And to become spiritual is to allow your mind, body, and soul to sync and live in harmony with the world. Practicing mindfulness is like giving yourself a break from your own emotions and assumptions, from the constant mind chatter, and it helps alleviate negative feelings and insecurities. So where to start? This might be the question that is running on your mind. One good way to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Meditation puts you in a place where peace of mind and contentedness can find you. Although mastering meditation is not an easy feat, once you truly immerse yourself in that reflective state of mind, tremendous benefits will follow. Therefore, you can start by sitting comfortably with your spine straight and finding a position that feels natural for you. You can try crossing your legs, left leg over right leg or right leg over left leg, placing the palms of your hands on the knees, then close your eyes and breathe deeply. You can also try this out even if you have 1 minute time, whether you are in the traveling, whether you are in the busy work, 1 minute time is easily possible for you. If you do practice of this meditation technique, just close your eyes and take a deep breath. And for you, having a fun and having a more interesting towards the meditation, You can simply set a stop time or stopwatch for 1 minute and count how many times you breathe in a minute. This is a one powerful technique I recommend you as well as I follow you. Means whenever I feel some things are not good happening, then I'll set some 1 or 2 minutes timer and I'll count my deep breaths. If I take the deep breath, how many breaths I'll take. It's particularly important to avoid letting your thoughts run wild. So contain them by focusing on your breath. Take a deep breath, inhale, hold, and exhale. Count your inhales and count your exhales if you feel it helps. It is really helping me. Like in a minute, I maximum take a deep breaths of 7 to 10, and even further, if I take fast breaths, I can go for 25 to 24. So filter out all thoughts from this process and allow yourself to take a break and pause your mind chatter. If you let your mind slip, get back to focusing on your breath again and again and again. If you feel like you are not going anywhere with this, that is completely okay, as long as you don't give up. Giving up is the greatest weakness in any human being that makes them not achieving the greater mountains. Even a few minutes, I told you, even 1 minute of meditation can have tremendous benefits for your own health and own life. So I give you practical example. Just do 1 minute. Select 1 minute in a day and do practice of deep breaths and identify how many deep breaths you are taking in a minute. Let us see the lesson number 2. Spiritual development starts with physical, mental, social, and ethical maturity. The nature of life implies that growth happens gradually. As humans, we begin at an initial stage. Then we reach some maturity and slowly degrade afterwards to eventually reach our final stage. One curious thing about life is that every little thing in this entire universe goes through these stages, although not all of them have the same pace. Now, our development as a spiritual beings must happen gradually as well. That's just the natural order of things. Therefore, spiritual development is only possible after accomplishing the initial stages of the personal growth. As the author Sam Harris suggests, you must first become physically, mentally, socially, and ethically mature. You must first become your conventional self, meaning that you have no problem eating right food, staying in a good shape, keeping your relationships healthy and nourished, and performing well in your main areas of life, which is career, relationships, and financial, as well as spiritual. Only then you can immerse yourself into your upgraded version. It's the one that seeks spiritual elevation, answers to the most profound questions of life, and looks for a purpose bigger than oneself. Therefore, to start your personal development journey, you have to start taking care of yourself in the right manner. Cultivate your mind and body. Keep in mind that on your quest to spiritual enlightenment, you are not seeking an ultimate goal or a final achievement, but rather a gradual exponential development and a little more growth every day. There was a saying that 1% progress every day makes you 37 times more advanced level of what you have done in the previous year. So try to have some little growth today, every day, with 1% progress, so that you will develop in physical, mental, social, and ethical maturities day by day, which helps you in the spiritual development as well. Let us see the third lesson. Accept pain and uncomfortable situations as a natural part of life. No matter your financial, your social, your marital, or any other type of status you may have, one thing is for sure: you are a human being and you are imperfect, and you will have to deal with the negative events in your life. After all, it's only natural. Life is not all about happy moments and good times. So when challenges occur, there is a few correct ways to deal with them, and none imply complaining. So whatever the ways you want to overcome your negative events, it is not about complaining. It's all about feeling naturally acceptance. Instead of asking why a certain thing is happening to you, try to detach yourself emotionally from the respective event or situation. And the powerful solution that you can take is accept it fully, completely accept it, whatever the thing happened, whether it is a makes you a proud moment, or whether it makes you a disappointed moment, whatever the situation happened in your life, you need to accept it. Acknowledging that you are going through something is a great first step towards fixing your problems. Then look for ways to solve your issue instead of sitting by and complaining about it. Keep in mind that bad times are transitory, means bad times has to move as well as good times has to move. And they don't define your life. Never think that good memories will define your life or bad memories will define your life. Whatever the events happened in your life journey, they have to pass on, and they give you experience to live further in happy manner. The sooner you accept where you are standing and find a way to get out of it, the sooner it will end. One good way to accept your present situation is, again, I am repeating it, is meditation. While it helps you to calm down and alleviate the stress and frustration, it is also a way of immersing yourself into the present moment and actively feeling your body and mind working for you. The main important lesson here is accept pain and accept struggle as a natural part of life. While doing everything is your power to heal and fix yourself. Don't ever sit by and don't ever complain, but give yourself to process the information, to digest the information and learn how to respond it rather than how to react it. There are lots of different meditations in the world. Many meditation techniques are available, like transcendental meditation, mantra recitation meditation, or there are many techniques of meditation. The main essence of all these techniques is to calm down and to focus and to concentrate and to remove stress. This is all the part of meditations. But why we need this? Meditation makes the mind and body comes into control, and it also helps in the being spiritual or religious, whether you are atheist or whether you are believer. All these things matters in daily activities as well, which helps you to move forward in all key areas of life: health, wealth, career, relationship, and financial matters. Whatever the zone you are traveling in the life, being mindfulness is the one of the greatest lesson that you can even practically apply in your daily life. Just 1 minute in a day, it's not hard enough. Whenever you have time, just 1 minute spare on practicing the deep breath. Like set a 1 minute timer and identify how many breaths you can take in a day. And eventually you can reduce the count of breaths in a minute. Like hardly you can take 4 to 5 deep breaths. That means almost 20 seconds of your one breath. If you do like that, then eventually you will do wonders in your life. All the very best. Live your life fully in waking up zone, and see you in another book summary tomorrow. Until then, stay connected, keep progressing, share your lessons and thoughts in the comments below.